Everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Gamer Dad channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. So, raid exclusives are, in a sense, some sort of a bone of contention to many members of the community, myself included. I think, personally, that this is a problem that Ubisoft Massive has placed, and somehow, some way, we have to put ourselves in a position where we can actually solve the obstacle. Now, granted, the matchmaking system in the game actually is solid. It works for every other mission, including the raid discovery, but Ubisoft Massive has refused to put the matchmaking system for the other raids. Now, let me just be honest with you. Even if they put the matchmaking system for the regular raids, it's going to be challenging for a lot of people to complete the raids. So the coordination, in my opinion, is best experienced in a group of people who already know what they're doing and have experience in how they're doing it. So in this video, I'll show you how you can follow the process that I followed to get yourself an Eagle Bearer. In the link in the description, I want you to follow that link to join the clan that I'm a member of. I'm a member of the LCN clan here on PlayStation, and shout out to everyone in that community. It's more than just a clan, and I'll walk through why I say so. So click the link in the Discord, in the description below, and it will take you to Discord. What I want to encourage you to do is when you arrive to the Discord channel, you want to go to the welcome and roles. The welcome and roles pretty much actually asks you what roles you want to kind of, get a tag for, be PvE, PvP, or just raids. If you notice, a lot of people have selected the raid roles. A lot of people come to the LCN clan because they have a reputation for actually taking a lot of people through the raids and giving, or in sense, it may be helping them acquire their exotic weapons, and that's based on RNG. So if you get it, or if somebody gets it and you're in line to get one, they'll drop it for you. The one that I'm showing you in this video was dropped for me today as we completed the Dark Hours raid. In fact, I didn't even have any keys to open the chest. I opened the chest at the reset on Tuesday, and that was it. But somebody else had keys, and they were running it for the first time during the reset, and they dropped it for me. So shout out to Mr. Private Ghost, and I'll show you a little bit more about that as the video goes on. So once you do that, there are channels where you can go in, and at any time of the day, if you are maybe in a different time zone, you can just ask for raid help. If there are people available, they'll be happy to join you. But what I would say is, because of the way the timing works, you'll be in a position to get a scheduled raid to be able to run those raids. So go to the Dark Hours raid channel and sign up for a scheduled raid. There are scheduled raids that cycle on different days. You can sign up, or you can be on a wait list. Now, if you wanted to get the Ravenous or Regulus or whatever it is in the Iron Horse raid, there is an Iron Horse scheduled channel as well that you can sign up for. Now, I get it. If there are many more people that are signed up for the raids, you'll just be on a wait list. Now, this doesn't mean you might not get into the raid. In fact, what it just means in terms of the way LCN runs is you might find yourself in another group that's running simultaneously at that time. I've seen it many times where the LCN clan is running 2 raids at the same time, and they're working with different people to go ahead and get their weapons and also teach them the mechanics of the raid. So this is, in my opinion, a very, very secure way. And it's more, like I said, more than just a clan. I think it's something that is a community effort. So here's something that I wanted to go ahead and address real quick, because I know a lot of people are asking more and more questions, because I get it. Some of us, we like to be solo players. I'm a huge solo player. In fact, the LCN clan members almost had to drag me by my hair, kicking and screaming, to come play the raids with them on PlayStation. And so I understand from that introverted sense how this may be a little inconvenient. But here is the irony of things. We've been playing the Dark Hours raid for the past few weeks now, and most of my clan members have not been successful in pulling the weapon from the cache. The RNG has just not necessarily been on their side. But today, as we were running the raid, we had another agent who is actually in a different clan, Private Ghost. He was the one that basically pulled the Eagle Bearer and dropped it for me. So somebody who is not in our clan by, association, but is kind of a member of our community by affiliation, was able to give me this weapon. And so this is something that I wanted everybody to kind of understand, that it's not necessarily a clan thing. It's just the way the community has been built to work. And I think it really does favor everyone that can make their way in and follow pretty much the guidelines or directives that you would need to make yourself, useful in the raid and be successful, or at least position yourself at getting this weapon. Now, a few more things that I also wanted to go ahead and highlight. You may be wondering what kinds of builds will be necessary for me to do this. And I usually say when you're coming into the LCN, circle, you just follow what your raid leader is recommending. The first thing you need to follow before you even make your way there, so that you're not on the back foot or running around scouring around your stash, is that you make yourself an all red DPS build. Now, this will work in both Dark Hours or Iron Horse. This is the way the clan likes to run it. It's not convenient. It's not comfortable for everyone's playstyle. I myself, I'm not necessarily a run and gun player, but I'm telling you this method because I had to step out of my comfort zone multiple steps to get here. So an all red build is fine. Contractor's gloves, Fox's sprayer knee pads, slap on any other 3 reds of your choosing, be it Providence, be it Grupo Sombra, or be it Cheska, something that can give you crit. These will all work. A chess piece talent for somebody who may not necessarily be well versed could run anywhere from Unbreakable to Obliterate. And if you're crazy like some of the members of our clan, you can run Glass Cannon. We have healers that are designated to actually help pick you up and continue to keep you healed. As long as things don't get out of hand, they'll watch out for you because we need you to do the DPS. That's pretty much what it is. Trust me, I freaked out when they said, hey, just put on an all red build. I was like, no way. Now, specifically in Dark Hours, which is the raid that you can get the Eagle Bearer, it's actually looked favorably upon if you show up with a Negotiator's Dilemma build. Now, a lot of other people had Negotiator's Dilemma builds, so I usually didn't have any reason to run mine. But if there's no one that has a Negotiator's build, I have something that I've put together, but it's still major red builds. And once in a while, I'll put on my tardigrade armor, depending on what people are playing and depending on the experience level. So in my opinion, I think with all of the information that I've given you so far, link in the description, how to go about registering yourself as an agent in the Discord and signing up for a raid, and also the recommended build specs, I think you should be ready to go. And if anything, just work on putting that build together. It doesn't have to be anything complex. And like I've said, you could just pretty much run your favorite weapon. But again, some recommendations are also in place for weapons. And I know I have to make sure that I give you as much information as I possibly can, even though I said it's in simple steps. But at this stage in the game, these are simple things for you. Take a baker's dozen in your stash and take an assault rifle. You could use an LMG, but it is kind of frowned upon to use an SMG unless there's a challenge going on or unless you have a pretty sick build. But ideally, you're not necessarily wanting to put yourself in a position where you're standing in front of enemy NPCs. I got swatted yesterday almost for doing that. So that's something that you can do. Or you can go with a Scorpio build. This is one of the best builds in the raids. So whether your damage is registering or not, this weapon carries me like crazy. I swear, if this weapon had a back, it'd be broken by now because of me. Because it's just one of those weapons that just literally carries me through the raids. You shoot an enemy NPC, they're disoriented or they're stunned, and you can focus them and melt them. Does a decent amount of damage. It can shoot heavies and do all that crazy stuff for you. But that's pretty much, in my opinion, the steps that you can take to get yourself an Eagle Bearer. Capiche? All right, that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching the video. Peace out.